having the having mid morph whilst you have a Bloodseeker in the safe lane. Is this greedy, or can one sort of complement the other? How does it play out when you have these two cores on the same team?
I think when Morph has a target like an Ember, or I mean even the Magnus, I think both are probably two of the better targets just based off of how can I say? Just like their abilities that you get with the quick spamminess. You're actually like a playmaking Morph. So
yeah,
I think he can take a step back a little bit. Let 23 be that super carry. And I want to see what build 23 goes, if he does go down the route of the craziness, or if he gets himself like a Dispel. I see right now it looks like he has just like Phase, Maelstrom, maybe Manta queued up, but could definitely see things change. Maybe it's an SNY because he's versus Magnus, who knows. I think he's got options, but I do want to see Maelstrom. I want to see an eventual Aghanims probably. And then I'm fine with either SNY or a Manta or something just to catch and break chains and maybe do some cool dodges. But we'll see as it develops.
I imagine PSG.LGD, if they're able to get the farm going, empowered Ember and empowered PL will feel pretty good as the moments pass. They're going to be able to clean up the map quicker than Talon if it does come to sort of a creep hitting scenario.
Both sides scale. Both sides do scale pretty hard, though, to be fair. Just one side has more team fight when it comes all together. And how good is PL overall as a hero now? Yes, it's gotten buffs. Yes, it's gotten changed and everything, but we'll have to see how he's going to be able to do. For the most part, the PL game versus 3 heroes looks excellent, right? Versus Morph, versus Silencer, versus Wind Ranger, great. Like, no, they don't really threaten PL almost at all for most of the game, if not. Yeah, pretty much most of the game. The SB and the Bloodseeker, they absolutely threaten PL.
So they can find the first blood. They did get the Maledict on him, so Ollie looking very dead. And we'll go into the hands of nothing to say.
Oh, the Dream.
Blood for the Ember.
That's his bottle.
We'll see what sort of knock-on effect that has in this matchup.
Yep, I'm gonna be watching mid quite a bit, but I'm also gonna try to be glancing at the Witch Doctor because I want to see what he's looking for.
Spared you future loss.
Maybe Maledict Blood Grenade could actually be just some cool stuff. I don't know. I mean, Blood Grenade's just good on everyone, so.
Yeah, I mean, the bottom lane. Who's got the bigger kill potential down there? Bloodseeker, Silencer, or the Mag Techies?
Mag Techies.
Yeah, it seems pretty scary.
Yeah, I mean, Silencers we've seen, it's a strong hero overall, but I feel like he struggles a lot versus these like universal trades. Techies out trades him so easy. This will be a pretty scary lane. I feel like we could see a lot of kills happen down there. Top, we'll see what ends up going down. I think it's similar where it's a Witch Doctor now versus a Wind Ranger. Wind Ranger can outtrain the Witch Doctor pretty heavily.
I deny you.
Doing a good job bottom here with the Harassment Planet.
He's just hitting them. I mean, this here is so obnoxious. Well, obnoxious as a core. I love it because I'm playing it half the games, but. Yeah, the level 2 already bottom. 23 has to be careful. He could just die.
Yeah, they can go for him.
Bottom.
He's not too careful. They might just have him. 23 got the Fairy Fire. Oh, he's going to get the kill first.
And he's going to live.
Can he make it away? He is indeed. He's got
Shockwave
the speed to step away. Silence lasts a bit too long. They'll throw out the Shockwave, but the Tango's going to come in, and 23 will survive. Living on the edge there.
Oh, New
He's thinking about it. He is. I mean, I don't think he would quite do it with a level 1 skill. I think he might just end up losing his own life if he goes under the tower.
Oh my goodness. The little, like a wand charge or something saves him versus the final skewer. The man lives, and the man is able to sustain back up.
Yeah,
huge.
Very nice done there by Talon.
Yeah. And Talon overall, top. Like jabs, should free farm versus a PL Witch Doctor. Not a strong lane. Should have his Vanguard pretty early on. Mid lane, I think this is going to be the one where NTS, just because of First Blood, probably ends up a little bit ahead, but Talon's lanes, especially after that bottom situation, it might have restabilized. 23 is still going to be set low, and we still could see a lot of trade kills coming out, but great first 3 minutes. And it's going to continue, especially up top.
Ooh, Neo.
Trying.
Taking a few tower hits on that. Sounds at the ready for 23. maybe seeing if you can put a cancel to it. They really want to try and get in under this tower, but they've got to be careful. Can't afford to give up any more kills in these attempts to take down the Bloodseeker.
No, we're seeing Mikoto actually. He's starting to really control mid now. He's just trading with NTS, just hitting him. So even though there's the first blood, that matchup, as you mentioned, you really wanted to see it. You're getting it, and it's looking good right now for Mikoto.
And any supports really sort of spare the time to head over here to do anything? Maybe try and catch them all by surprise?
I don't know about that. I think he's just checking runes. You can double check runes if you want. Right now, heroes are getting low, though. 23, he's starting to speed up. The thirst is kicking in.
Top lane. See, nothing to say. Does manage to swing across a little bit away from his lane. Either with Why You Smile to take out Q. Who started to head over towards the mid.
He got the bounty. He took the bounty away from NTS, so NTS does not get to refill, and Mikoto, he's going to get what looks like the double water rune. So NTS still sitting low, which means the thirst is there for the Bloodseeker. He's going to be zooming around. It's going to make his lane a lot easier to play bottom.
Now all 3 cores of Talon off to that slightly hotter start here in these first 4 minutes of laning.
A really strong setup. And oh, okay. So I've seen this from off-lane Morphlings in pubs, but he's queuing up the phylactery.
All right.
Yeah, I've had a couple of these.
Someone did this against me when I was playing mid. It was relatively annoying. You know, these adaptive strikes, they hit you, and it's like it's over half your HP. It sometimes feels like, depending on the hero. It's a lot of damage if he gets it online fast. Kind of the point where you just don't feel good returning to the lane if he gets the phylactery online quick.
I got stuck the other day because I played versus this, and I'm like, is this actually good? And I started doing the math of agility difference versus the cost of phylactery. And then my brain started hurting, and I just stopped. Because it's almost like, it's kind of expensive, where you could look and you're like, the agility can almost not be the same, obviously, but maybe benefit you in a similar kind of concept. I don't know. It was interesting. I wanted to theory craft it with Aoi a little bit at some point.
Definitely, it's a build that can kind of fall off a bit. You get this phylactery, you got to start getting those kills. You know, you're not going to be sitting back and farming. But that's what you want from your mid. Yeah, that's what you want from your mid.
He has a Spirit Breaker that's going to be taking a lot of space, and he has a Bloodseeker that's going to be taking majority as well too. And yeah, I think this bottom situation that happened for 23 has made it so, yeah, he's getting a lot of farm, and very unlikely that he dies. Now maybe with the rotation.
Yeah,
only level 1 Maledict. It's only level 1. He got healing.
You're right. He's gonna live. He's gonna be fine, and maybe Talon can find something in return. The shackle shot does land, but the voodoo restoration should be enough to keep Why You Smile safe. Q does continue to step forward, and 23 manages to grab in the Lotus at the side, but won't look to race back into the midst of PSG.LGD. So PSG.LGD, they'll live, but not able to find that kill on 23 with quick reactions from Talon.
Nice play from Q. I don't think he was ticking out anyway because level 1 Maledict, but he gives the healing Lotus over to his buddy 23 to be able to sustain in the lane. Jabs has Vanguard, and he's versus PL, so Jabs can just be left alone on an island. Their tri-lane quite a bit stronger on the side of Talon with the win range of the Silencer. The Witch Doctor doesn't provide that much. The Techie's Mag, almost as strong as kind of the 3 euros, but Witch Doctor's just a bit underwhelming. 1k lead now at the moment. 3 lanes looking very good.
Who's it really going to be down to on PSG.LGD's lineup to start making these first moves? Is it just sort of pressure on the Ember?
Yeah, it's all NTS really. But at the same time, like if you leave mid, so Morphling thrives, and Morphling can actually match your rotations pretty well. The one thing is you do see the build from NTS. This is, I mean, it's his build, but it's also like now the Morphling can't actually turn into the Ember and go absolutely bonkers because it's not a slight chain build. It's a slight Flame Guard build. Bottom, 23.
Get him in the opening. With NTS TPing in, they'll easily finish off the job. NTS quick with the TP. Make sure they have that extra firepower to bring 23 down. They need to be having happen. Does mean that mid indeed is opened up for Mikoto to start applying some pressure. Jabs, he's looking for the kill top. Voodoo Restoration. Definitely proven to be a bit tricky to DPS high enough through to actually bring down this Witch Doctor. Ollie comes in with backup, and they will finally get it. Going to be happy that the kill sort of held on, and 2's able to pick up that +2 in.
+2, -2. And mid, they'll get some tower push going here, forcing the Ember away. The rotation from Q.
Good damage to these tier 1s. I mean, top lane also. It's about down to 20% on this tier 1 tower. Another push or any sort of situation where Shiro has to step away from that tower, he may just lose it.
I don't think LGD is too upset with everything that's gone down. I think bottom, they're maybe like, okay, yeah, it kind of sucks that we didn't get super far ahead, but now things are starting to stabilize. Things are looking pretty hot for them. Yeah, I think 23 should have had, or in theory should have had maybe a bit of a rougher time, but just because of that one kill he's able to get, he's almost pretty much the same net worth as a PL, which is pretty big, since the PL was not contested.
Still looking for opportunities around this mid. Trying to push the, and nothing to say away. They can finish this tower off.
Just keeping him low. They're just whittling him. 23 getting pressure up top.
A little low on the mana, I guess. So hard for him to make any rotation right now. Indeed,
he's refilling.
Bloodseeker top.
He wants to stay mid, just because he doesn't want to lose this tower so early on. It's kind of his job. It's like he wants to rotate, but can't leave that lane. Wait, why you Smiles Courier just now? What the heck?
He sent it past the tier 1 bottom.
Oh,
the tower took it out. Yeah. It was just the one recipe.
Yeah, it happens. 2 to 3. Less than 1k lead at the moment. Top, they're starting to get the pressure. They get the rupture on the real Shiro. That's big.
Yeah, I don't think Shiro's got way out of this one.
No.
Just gonna stand his ground and just slowly but surely go down. Kill as well going into the hands of 23.
Oh, the dream. Now he's 600 ahead of the PL just from a quick second there.
We saw then the damage here coming out from him. Mikoto with that phylactery. It
hurts.
Him down pretty low, nothing to say. Really can get caught by surprise. How much damage that hits you with here just 10 minutes in.
Yeah, that is actually really good. Never mind. It is really, really nice. I got really annoyed playing it versus it the other day. But it was an offlaner, so.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
He's on your team or he's against you? Were you annoyed that you... Oh, okay.
I was supporting
team and you're annoyed that he was building it. Like, what are you doing?
No, it's like when you're playing support versus some of these heroes that get it so early, it chunks like half to 3/4 of your HP.
Oh, it does.
You're just like, well, I just got here and I gotta go back. Okay? So. Seeing these stacks, LGD, we saw Planet was taking some time away during the laning phase to get these ready. They're pretty big. I think it's what, a quad or 5x ancient stack. Looks like a quad. New's gonna start working on it.
I mean, nothing to say. Just continues to get bullied away from this tier 1 mid. Very hard to hang around there when Makoto's around with the +1 support.
And they have absolute, complete vision of Shiro this whole time. They have that vision up top, so they see the PL, they see his farm. They're probably telling and talking to each other, being like, guys, look at this PL. He's level 6 with treads. And he's got nothing right now. 23 is probably telling his team, guys, I'm getting close to my Maelstrom. Like, they're probably all talking together. Probably feeling pretty damn good about this early game. But LGD are on the way to recovery with these stacks.
Yes, sure. I mean, Mikoto and Ollie, they're on the hunt. Here's one of those squishy supports. Mikoto's in. Quick blast with the adaptive strike. It's an easy pick-off. Planet's gone.
This is cool. I really do like this. I don't know what other item that you would get that would look this good this early on a Morphling, just to be a playmaking morph from the mid lane. This is really, really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the alternative would be, could you do some Axe Rush as a mid-morph?
Yeah, but you'd get it way later, right? You'd get it maybe in like 3 minutes, 4 minutes from now. Minimum.
Yeah, sure. It's much more expensive. Yeah.
You get this now at like, what, 9 minutes or something like that, and then you're just 8 minutes something. You're shoving them out. That's cool. And TS gonna take some big damage. Does have to jump away. He's getting charged though.
He is. They've got 4 of them.
He's got global.
Direction. They can go for this. The silence comes in. Another blast with the adaptive strike. That's NTS gone. Mikoto picking up these kills. Top net worth. This mid morph. It's looking very, very good.
Yeah, it's right around the power rune too. So he gets himself the shield rune. It spawns bottom. Yeah, things looking great. Like they're starting to just free farm. Yes, LGD, they're getting some catch up stuff from stacks, but Talon now starting to really pull ahead of things here. Jabs is huge. He's gonna have Octarine. How soon? It's getting pretty close to... Actually, does he have it? He's 1 component away, right? Or does he have it? I think he has it.
Yeah, he's got it.
He's got it. It's 12 minutes in. I mean, we're seeing a lot of these 12-minute Octarines, mostly from Bat Riders, but this is insane how quick it is on an offlane Spirit Breaker. Game pace is going to... As you said, for Talon, they're not really cooldown reliant. This is even... Now it's like even less so. They can just really go. Respond to anything.
And Neo's got his blink. So
okay.
They will find the Wind Ranger, Q, and they'll get him.
Good kill.
Something here for them to find, but it does, of course, give up the fact that Neo does have... Okay, no, it just got...
He didn't show it.
They're
just
still
got
not aware that the Blink Dagger is there. So still a chance for PSG.LGD to make a play with the Blink RP.
Could catch
them by
Mikoto.
surprise.
This could be.
Considering it, it's tricky if he's quick on the reactions.
It's not worth the try.
Yeah.
You don't know who's behind him either. 23 is on the lower end. Oh, it looks like 23's not going to get Aghanims. Well, maybe not early. He's got his 4 items queued up at the moment. It's not necessary to get, but I was hoping to see it in a pro game.
And Mikoto and Oli, they're just hunting.
They'll find Q. They'll use the RP for him, though.
Same time, their PL's in trouble. Shiro's been found. As Jabs, Oli, and Mikoto catch him deep in his half of the jungle, and they know which one the real one is. There's
Jabs
not a chance.
knew.
Yeah, they lose Q, but the bigger trade, again, being found by Talon as they take down the PL.
They might... They're thinking about fighting mid. They know that RP's on cooldown. That's the big team fight, really, from LGD. I don't think LGD can stick around. They got to back away. They will get a DD on NTS. So that could be big for this next upcoming fight. But yeah, having to commit that RP just for the Ranger and then not even getting the tower off of it. It'll be painful for LGD losing their PL off of that. Starting to get slowed down quite a bit.
It does have the recovery method of the Empower, of course, but
Sure.
the way that Talon's playing could be difficult to find the time needed.
And power is always dangerous as well. It's like, yeah, for farming it's great, but in the fights, you don't want your PL really empowered. Gives them away immediately. But they're going to use it to just farm. So they'll get the stacks ready. I think it's I believe another quad stack on the far right, Ancient. So the PL should be able to get over there and farm it. Shiro. So Aghanim's another farming and fighting kind of tool. He'll be able to rush that and get it on time. I feel like he's not going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with this Bloodseeker, though. It's going to be very difficult with this type of build. With how much the 23 has been able to get after these lanes. We'll have to see.
I mean, they're looking at this top lane again. Planet trying to regain some sort of wall control around this point. Let's be cautious. I mean, PSG.LGD, they can get dove here if Talon see the chance. They've got the 4 of them, Talon.
They got easy ways to move around.
I'll take that.
I guess PSG.LGD, they are avoiding the action.
Just farm it up, using their Empower. And yeah, I mean, gold lead is just trickling between that 1 and 2K. Nothing to write home about really too much for Talon.
I see smoke picked up. So perhaps time to go around the Blink RP again. Agstone on Shiro. Could even look to get him involved if they wish.
Yeah, this will be interesting to see how much this is going to do.
Ideally wanting one of the cores. An RP on Q again is not going to feel too good.
No.
They need to get something bigger than that.
And they have to be very wary of the global. That's the other scary thing, too, is even if you get, like, this Dream 3-man RP, gotta watch the Silencer's positioning, because you can just global and cover so you can't cast any spells on top of it. A lot of layers that's gonna be coming up versus... An Illusion Rune is nothing to say at the moment. This could be a big one for the next fight, too, to dodge the global, get rid of the blood right.
Talon close to the next items. So Q, he's nearly got his Blink. Shadow Blade's nearly done. On the Spirit Breaker.
Almost BKB for Bloodseeker. Yeah, they're just buying their time. They're waiting, and then they're gonna strike together when they hit that timing together. Planet, is he gonna find that ward top? He does have a sentry pretty much right on top of it. Yeah, they're gonna be able to find it. It does scout the 2 heroes though, so they see Planet and New up top. Some information to the side of Talon. Shiro getting away with recovery.
Jab's ready to pounce though. If someone shows
Yep.
top. Just waiting around this Roche area. Trying to get the good angle for the charge across this tree line if anyone goes on the wave.
Planet, hello?
And he's going to walk into him.
Jabs, a little bit scared to chase.
I mean, there's a few more around. Nia's about.
And Jabs definitely does have to be a bit cautious around tree lines and stuff. You charge, you could just charge through like 5 mines or 4 mines and just kill yourself, so. Yeah, still hasn't quite yet taken that talent, of course, for night vision or for armor. Prioritizing his abilities, as we tend to see for these breakers. Mines will be cleared. Game stagnating. So for LGD, I would say that they're probably pretty happy the fact that nothing's going on. They're just getting to sit back and farm for this PL with the power, getting his item timing.
Yeah.
He's got Axe Diffusal now, so he hasn't been contested from that Axe Diffusal timing. Roche is getting started. As we said, LGD have a lot of team fight. Let's see what's going to go down. 23's BKB's not on him yet. It's coming out of the courier.
If they get a good blink RP for Nia,
they got
he's going to start the catch on a Bloodseeker. The Global Silence comes out. See if after it comes to an end if there's any further follow-up. Shiro throwing out the Spirit Lance. 23.
Big Lance.
About half HP. They'll catch him with the chains. Jump forward from the side from Planet. He's not able to clip onto Jabs. Jabs is able to step back. Got Shiro continuing to push in. And they've taken out 23. They'll also find Ollie in the trees there. Shiro, nothing to say, hunting him down. Q able to get the blink off. He'll live, but a good strike from PSG.LGD, and at a point where, yeah, Roshan was down to half HP, so PSG.LGD, they'll sweep in and take it for themselves.
Patience is a virtue. New just waits and waits and waits, finds the opportunity, sees this Bloodseeker, gets the catch. Yeah, he literally had the BKB coming out. Pretty much perfect.
Can't time it much better than that.
No, and the Lance was perfect too.
Turned.
The Lance bounced, I believe, on 3 heroes immediately afterwards too, so it's like they were like, oh god, we gotta actually just panic and run away, as Shiro has now claimed top net. What a spot.
He's got his Diffusal done.
Really nice timing. Diffusal done, Axe timing, and he's got a Pupil's Gift. Probably the best fighting neutral item you can get on something like PL.
And do they always have decent ways to find the PL, or does it get difficult against the farmed PL this game?
I mean, they have good ways of clearing illusions with the charge and the Morphling and Blood Ray and all that, so until like way later on, I think they should be able to keep tabs with Shiro. But this is a big deal, really, for PSG.LGD. Getting this farm, getting this Aegis for the PL, who, yes, he has to worry about Bloodseeker and Spirit Breaker, but his matchup is, it can get pretty okay when he's buffed up and everything, and he's got the backup of Ember. Scaling is hitting. Top, they see New. Talon definitely trying to punish something here with their Breaker. They haven't found any kills in a while. It's been a pretty passive game.
They're going to try for New here, but a TP out. It's not going to do it. Adaptive Strike's there ready to put a stop to that one. Still tanky though, New.
Here comes the charge. Oh my god!
He's away.
0.2 seconds. Jabs is like, I'm going to keep going. Jabs, I think Jabs wants to keep going.
I mean, who's down here? Makoto's headed over.
Oh my,
he's back by his tower.
Is Jabs going to suicide?
Nah, he's going to pull back from this. He's not going in. Be way too crazy. There's too many setup from PSG.LGD around that tower for that sort of move. PSG.LGD, they were ready for it, though. Didn't know that there was that chance that Jabs might have tried his luck.
I passed the state of the game after them getting rushed too. Like, now the gold lead starting to trickle and power is doing its thing. Q. Shackle connection.
Start something. Got the charge across the 2 supports. RP's attempted, but the global comes out just in time to put a stop to the RP. 23's able to put the BKB, but he's having to run. Can't afford to BKB and stand his ground. The physical damage is too much. He's on the retreat. Nothing to say. Look at the chase. He's able to get the chains onto the Bloodseeker. Bloodride's going to get laid down, but nothing to say. Jumps forward. Another Spirit Lance comes in onto 23. They've got to keep running. The Shackle holds back NTS. The illusions will stay upon 23. Another jump forward from Shiro. Can he get in range for another Spirit Lance? No. Neo is there with the blink. Closes the gap on 23. The Bloodseeker's gone. Ollie, he's also going to get caught. Nothing to say. Lands the chains again. Double kill for Shiro on the PL. Starting to look a bit rocky for Talon. They had a solid start, but it's slowed down. And now PSG.LGD, every fight, they're getting further ahead.
Yep. I knew the Crimson Guard. Literally, yeah, there's a global to stop the RP, but he pops Crimson. 23's hitting people, and he's like, wait a second. I'm hitting for 0 damage. And he just has to run with his BKB, and they catch him anyway. LGD. Wait for timing. Timing's working. Their group up, it's too strong.
I mean, Makoto's going to try and get his Ags, but it's, of course, quite
Okay.
a while away.
Is under attack.
I mean, Jabs is queuing up his own Crimson Guard now. He's like, okay, well, we need to be able to match team fight of our own since we're pretty much just lacking that entirely on our lineup.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
23 still is getting this decent farm, but his damage has just kind of disappeared because of this Crimson in the overall aspect of great, like, one-up, just straight-up team fights, so... He's gonna need that Mjolnir, it feels like, for the next fight, for them to actually dish out any damage and clear out these heroes, but still a minute left on Aegis, and LGD's getting a ton out of the map of it.
Structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, and you see why you smile with this build. I mean, we saw him not even skilling Cask until way later. Just heal plus Maledict.
Radiant's bottom tower is
Lane,
They're going to go with the global. They've got the ult as well into the Shackle shot. Nicely
Big kill.
executed by Talon.
That's how they have to set up for things. Head-on team fights, not their forte, but pickoffs still are going to work out with this type of single target draft.
Super quick pick off there. Nothing that PSG.LGD could do to save him.
Global on cooldown, though.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But not like they want to take this head-on fight anyway. They want to just look for pickoffs here with Jabs. And while you smile, and Planet, isolated in the river.
This looks like a dead Witch Doctor. Silence into the Shackle. Another one to be found here, this time for Makoto, now dominating. And now they can maybe try for an objective in the mid to get the push going. Makoto, he's trying to see if he can chase for more. Heads into the triangle, but the rest of PSG.LGD, they're already out.
Good pickoffs there, for sure. That's how they got to trickle back in this.
Shiro's farming.
He is going to be the big problem. But I mean, it's still 3 cores farming pretty well on Talon. By no means out of it. Very close game. Execution is going to have to be key in team fight. So as I was saying for Talon, they have to be very decisive how they take the team fights and very kind of have to have number advantage, it feels like, or have to have like this super godly global to take out a couple of these heroes before the fight starts. Straight up 5v5, it's going to be very, very tough for them to take versus this lineup.
Radiant's middle
What's that new
Jabs has
Shiro
to get
attack.
a lot of charges off. Yeah, they're trying to go in here to contest.
It's just the 2 of them, though. And they need to kind of wait until Nothing to Say connects. He's bringing the top wave round. Talon, they'll settle for this Tormentor.
Okay. Pretty decent one. Gale Force.
See how much of a push PSG.LGD want to commit for. They can take this tier 1, but going again, probably not what they want to go for right now, especially when Shiro's got 2,800 gold in the bank. Also got the Lincoln Sphere very close for Nothing to Say. Last few times has been caught by a Shackle.
They're going to queue up a lot of Lincolns this game, I'd imagine. Yeah, Neo also had his queued. I believe the PL even could. It's the best item in the game versus Spirit Breaker, by far. There's like, it's hard to say anything else, because you always know when he's charging you on the map. You have protection versus it, great versus Bloodseeker, great versus Shackle, as you said, so many single target spells. Definitely feels like a super valuable Lincoln's game.
Still holding the lead, but not growing any further. Stuck around this 3k advantage with, relatively farmed. The 3 cores of Talon are behind Shiro.
It's going to be interesting to see how...
Yeah, go for it, Fong.
No, sorry, no. It's just gonna be interesting to see how it all kicks up, like in the straight team fights. I'm really worried for 23's damage. I don't know if he's gonna be able to deal enough, especially because he didn't get like if he got shard, perhaps then he could go through some of these heroes. But I'm definitely a little worried for him being able to focus fire these targets in straight up team fights. They're gonna get the Ags on Mikoto. They're gonna look for something here. Global is back up.
See how prepared PSG.LGD are for this. They may suspect that this sort of smoke's coming in with the way that things have been slowing down, and they're keeping tabs on sort of the progression of Talon. They'll know that they've just finished up these sort of next item.
Shiro bought Lincolns. He went for that instead of the heart. So I believe they have triple Lincolns finished now. That's gonna cause some issues. Rupture, Rupture, Shackle, Charge, etc. Even that Morph. A lot of different things that it can block here this game. Can't find anything.
The map's pretty scary right now.
Wisdom runes. Jabs has collected himself a greater healing lotus. There you go, Jabs. Mini cheese on the Spirit Breaker.
TP's coming in up top as this push starts to show a little bit. Nothing to say. Just the wave up to the tier 2. Trying to hold the wave in this sort of position whilst they can make their space to set up for the potential Roshan.
Oh, Planet, you need a couple more mines. He has, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 set up on the Tormentor on the far right. He looks like he's trying to instant detonate their Tormentor, but he needs a couple more. I believe it's like at least 7.
He's still got time.
Yeah, I think it's 7 or 8, if I'm not mistaken, at level 12. I can't remember exactly. Oh. Roche, on the menu. Mine's already set up around the Twin Gate here from Planet. They're prepping the trap. Shiro 18 has been hit. Same thing for nothing to say. They're going to start it.
Talon's got to make a move quick.
Yeah. What does Talon have? Anything big that they've gotten in the last few moments? I guess I think Crimson Guard and the Aghanus are the last two things that I saw picked up. Mikoto hit 18, so did 23, and I think 23 he picked up a Vindicator's Axe. This item is massive. Just an FYI. 20 armor if you're stunned, so it could make the difference. Aegis completed.
He's going to be there. It's a new. He's able to get the RP. The Global Silence will be there to stop the follow Shackle. The Shackle actually popped by the Lincolns. The Skewer stopped by the Global Silence. 23's now.
23's hit.
Turns over towards Niu. But he's just taking so much damage. 23 just immediately dies. Dying through the BKB there. Could not stand his ground one bit against PSG.LGD's full lineup. As now PSG.LGD, they'll see if they can continue the chase. Nothing to say. Not quite able to close the gap on Q. But that pickoff already big enough. They kill off the Bloodseeker and they got what they came for. They get their Roche. They get their Aegis.
Owen, did you see him hit the Magnus? Because it did 0 damage. He hit him 4 times and did like 20 damage to him or something. He actually just completely tanks everything with the Crimson Guard. 23 having a total wrong read of how he can turn that fight. LGD getting comfortable now in this game.
Sure, just absolutely massive. We'll see on the replay again. 23.
It's just a Pavise and a Crimson. He can't break through the Pavise even, I think.
Yeah, but the Death Ward from Why You Smile just destroys him.
Yeah, I mean, he just got melted.
A really nice position from the Witch Doctor. They had no way to get over to him and put a stop to that ult.
Another grab mid.
Not gonna have the vision for that.
No. And Planet did go put the mines on the Tormentor, and they can keep pushing now.
Yep, they can keep going. 7k lead, Shiro as big as he is, and still with his 3 minutes of Aegis. Not an easy team to push back here on the defense from Talon.
No. Jabs. Trying, new. Tormentor instantly explodes. Boom, Witch Doctor gets a shard. The beauty of techies, as everyone respawns. They'll give respect to it. I think they're knowing how strong they are and how comfortable they are. And yeah, I just gotta keep reiterating how much I love Niu's build this game, understanding how to take back foot. I feel like a lot of times I've seen these Magnuses just always default, and they're just like, okay, you know, treads, harpoon, etc., blah, blah, blah. This game, it's just Vanguard, Blink into a Crimson Guard. Really understanding to take the back foot this game. And the Crimson has done so much.
They've got to be so far away. I mean, even with this build without the harpoon, Niu's been able to still get some good grabs with the Blink skewers.
Yep, he's really been owning. They just have so much damage mitigation between them. Greaves on the techies, the Pavise on the Witch Doctor, Holy Locket, heals, etc. Too much for Talon to deal with.
The tower gone. You're too top. No defense to be had for Talon.
That is definitely interesting. That's a good point out. It's still level 1 cask on the Witch Doctor, and he's going stats.
He just wants to live and drop that death
He's just healing. He's just healing and death warding. Cool.
I'll see how easily PSG.LGD can get away with this high ground push.
They're whittling it down. Still a minute 40 on Aegis.
Photo. trying to fight back with his own PL army. Let's get the fortification out here. PSG.LGD with his pressure.
It's dropping.
Right, it's going. Tier 3's gone. Rack's exposed. Talon.
They can't do anything. Everyone's full health. Why Smile's just sitting there with his heal activated.
I mean, who goes in first is hard. Even if they're going with the coverage of the global silence, PSG.LGD, they've got the items to respond to that and kill whoever jumps in.
It has to be Jabs, but he has prolonged his BKB so much this game. He went his Octarine to Shadowblade. He went back for a Crimson Guard. So no BKB. It's not easy for him to just straight in charge and start fight. He's about to have it done. RP.
And he gets the RP off. The global silence is there, but they kill off Makoto. He's gone. Another clean grab from Niu. Buyback is available from Makoto, but they're losing a second set of racks. They may just be able to...
They're losing the whole base.
To find the megas here. PSG.LGD, as they just swing straight down towards the bottom.
I mean,
It was a
waiting.
hopeful-looking start from Talon in this first 10 minutes, but the game slowed down, and much to PSG.LGD's favor. They've done everything in the second half. Q and Jabs, they'll try and get in on this one. Shiro pushing over towards Ollie and deep into the base. Ollie's going to go for the TP back to the safety of his high ground. 23 can block the BKB, but he has to run. Again, nearly killing him off through the BKB. Q has to buy back. But the racks, they're going down.
They got no damage, Owen. Everyone's full.
Makoto. He's tried to get in on this. Same to be said for Jabs. We're going there for Shiro. Turns with the Spirit Lance over towards Jabs. Skewer comes through for Neo Jabs. He's out. No buyback on him. 23 steps up immediately to his death. Here's the slide of fist from Nothing to Say. Takes him out. As this one fogged, it looks to be over. GG is called. PSG.LGD. They made the second half look easy. Some flashy stuff from Talon in the first few moments, but it just seemed like they didn't know where to go from there.
No, they slowed the pace of the game down.